Merry Christmas, church. My name is Stacy Orr, and I coordinate the Heights Women's events here at the church. I absolutely love this season. It's a time where love, peace, joy, and hope is so visible and evident in everywhere you look. It's probably the reason why I love to decorate so much for Christmas. This becomes a visible reminder that I should be celebrating the arrival of Jesus. We've been talking about joy this week, and I'm just going to dive right into the Word of God as we continue to unpack this theme. In the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 4, Paul writes this: "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice." Now, some of you might have been around long enough to remember that old classic Sunday school hymn that goes something like this: "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice." Clap, clap. It's quite a catchy tune, and it reminds us that we should be rejoicing in the Lord. Now, another version of this same verse starts out this way: "Always be full of joy in the Lord." When I look up the dictionary version of the word joy, it says that it's a feeling of great pleasure or happiness. And then it goes on to tell us that the word rejoice is basically joy in verb form. So the way I look at it, Paul is basically saying, have joy and be joy. And then he continues to unpack in verse 5 the reasons why we should be joyful. Verse 5 says this: "Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near." Did you catch that? The Lord is near. Paul is basically saying to the Philippians and to us that the reason we should be joyful is because of the nearness of God. He is walking around us. He is in our midst. And there really is no other appropriate response than joy when Jesus is near. I love the theme of Advent, in particular, this theme of joy. And I know that this verse is a gift to us. As we have likely repeated over and over again this month, Advent means arrival. And the people in Jesus' time were anticipating and expecting the arrival of the Messiah. And as we celebrate Advent now, we are being reminded of Jesus' physical birth here on earth. And then we're also being reminded on a daily basis that Jesus is near to us right now. His presence is with us, even if we don't get to have the same types of Christmas gatherings or family traditions that we used to have in the past. His nearness is enough, and that should bring us great joy. Although the dictionary definition talks about joy as a feeling, when we look at it through a biblical lens, we're really talking about a state of being that is not dependent upon our circumstances. As believers, God is near to us, and we simply need to be aware of His arrival in our lives and lean into His presence. Really, the message is simple. We can be full of joy because God is near. So today, this week, really every day, take a moment to rejoice in the Lord. Put joy into action, for He is near. And His nearness is more than enough. Have a very Merry Christmas, church. Remember to rejoice in the Lord always. Until next time.